There are many different ways to manage a classroom. As a teacher, you have to choose which method works for you and adjust them based on your students. The first thing you ought to worry about is classroom arrangement. The arrangement of the classroom will dictate how you wish to teach and set the mood and environment for your students for the rest of the year. Rows are not conducive to a positive and free environment. When students are in rows and the teacher always stands in front, they feel alone and controlled. A productive classroom environment may call for group seating. This gives the students a sense of unity and community. They are more inclined to answer questions and participate if they feel more comfortable. It is also very important to walk around the classroom, because that way you can monitor the students' behavior and their work. And it eliminates the idea that comes along with standing in front of the classroom for an entire period. Good job.
A starting routine is a great way to kick off the class. A do it now or din is a great example of a starting routine for the students. Okay class, we're going to have a din on the board. Please take out your din notebooks and start working on it. The question today is, what are your favorite lines in the song and why? Take about 5 minutes and we'll go around and get a couple answers. We will be ready to start our lesson for today. The idea of a din is to allow the students to get organized and begin thinking, and also to initiate an anticipatory question that will lead into the lesson. By asking the class to write down the favorite song that they enjoy, you're not only engaging their personal lives by asking their opinion, but you're also making them think about the importance of words, and that will lead to a lesson on poetry. After a few minutes of working, ask the class if anybody would like to share. Would anybody like to share their din with us?
I will.
Okay.
I chose the song Weird Al Yankovic's White and Nerdy. I chose that song because I really relate to it on like a fundamental level.
Oh, that's great. Thanks for sharing with us. Make sure you give a positive response to students that participate. Reading aloud or sharing ideas to a group can be a stressful endeavor for students. We as educators want to give them an environment that they are encouraged to do so in. Now that the students are engaged and their minds are already in the area of words and meaning, you have a good footing to start your lesson.
Technology is everywhere these days. It's nearly impossible to avoid. Cell phones are a great example of technology. They're very useful, but very harmful at the same time. A great way to combat this problem in the classroom is creating a cell phone zone, where students can have their cell phones during class. Please go put your cell phone in the cell phone zone. This is a quick and easy way for the teacher to collect all the phones, so it's not a distracting problem during the lesson. There might be a slight chance that a student goes up and takes the phone, and it's usually a spot that the teacher only has access to.
There will always be a time where students are either not paying attention or disrupting the class with their own conversations. It is important when this happens, you address it as soon as possible and not to make a large scene. Class, what's 4 plus 5? I'm sorry, Paige, but there seems to be someone else talking, and that's not fair to you. If you two have a question, I will be more than happy to help you after class. But please do not interrupt until then.
Sorry.
It's okay. Now, Paige, please continue your answer.
The answer is the.
Good job. Thanks. After the student finishes talking, you can go back to the students and ask them if they have a question. This shows the students that you do care about them and what they have to say, but you also care about fairness. If someone else is talking, everyone is listening. If there is a consistent problem with a student, make sure to address it after class and never yell at a student. After class is when you can find the root of the problem and help solve it. If you attempt to do so during class, you will be interrupting your own lesson and impeding on others' educations.